Rock City Coffee Roasters is a micro roaster in Rockland, Maine, a small coastal town about 90 miles north of Portland. We began roasting coffee in 1999 in a traditional drum roaster.
Rockland in the 90s, there was not a lot going on. I can remember growing up around here, we really didn't come downtown for anything because there was a couple of sketchy places to eat and a theater, and it was the only reasons to come to Main Street. Since then, the town has changed amazingly. There's tons of galleries and a couple of museums and some really nice restaurants and some really solid just places to get a burger and a beer.
That shift has been fabulous to watch and be a part of. However, we can no longer continue to do business as we've been doing it. With the increasing concern about the smell of roasting coffee and the smoke from our stack, we have no option but to change the way we roast.
Even though this roaster is adequate for our needs, we can no longer continue to use it if we want to remain open as a business and be part of the community. That's why we're asking all of our friends, our family, and our community to help donate money so we can buy a new roaster that will eliminate 100% of the smoke, the chaff, and the smell from our production.
Also, this upcoming year, Rock City Coffee is transitioning from being a single-owner S corporation to being a worker-owned co-op, and that's something that we were planning for. Replacing our roaster is not something that we were planning for. Not sure if people really realize how much, even though we have two different stores and they're in two different spots, they're really one business, and it really they each rely on each other. So if we can't get this roaster and the roastery closes, the cafe is not far behind and the whole company basically shuts down.
The Loring Smart Roaster is a 15 kilo air roaster that uses a single burner to simultaneously roast the beans while also incinerating the smoke, the chaff, and the smell or odor from the production of roasting coffee.
So getting this roaster is the first challenge that we're facing as a team of owners as opposed to as a single owner, and having new, fresh minds thinking about these problems, we thought of crowdfunding.
The Loring Roaster is actually the greenest roaster on the market, and it uses 30% less energy than a traditional drum roaster, and it only exhausts clean hot air.
So the roaster that we would have always been using if it existed, finally now exists, but it's $79,000.
Shipping the roaster from the West Coast manufacturer is going to cost us about $3,500. Then we have to make some modifications to our building. We have to reinforce the floor. We have to do some plumbing and electrical work on it. And we'll probably be closed for about a week. So it brings our total investment up to about $100,000. We've saved $20,000 towards that.
Even though we've only been roasting our own coffee since 1999, we've been a business since 1991. So about 24 years ago is when the Rock City Coffee Company decided to put a stake in this area, even though there wasn't a whole lot going on. So we are one of the first people who believed in Rockland, and the city has changed so much, but now we kind of have to catch up with it. Because as the city has grown around us, the emissions from our roaster become more and more and more of a problem.
We hope you will support the transition of our employee-owned co-op by supporting our purchase of the Loring Smart Roaster. And please, pass this information along to your family and friends. Thank you so much from all of the family at Rock City.